Las Vegas. It's the next phase of the Industrial Revolution with your host, A.X.E.L.
Keeping you on the go, but I know I can't live without my radio. Jesus.
A.X.E.L Radio, the next phase of the Industrial Revolution. Brought to you by exquisite underground media. From East Russia to the foggy mid-Atlantic of the USA. We're taking over.
nation. About you understood all the killing I have. Shoot your people. Now man. I think you know who he is. Run the third man. What was in it, nigga? You got the problem. Make a cheat, make a move without the move. What happened? Shit.
listening to the next phase of the Industrial Revolution.
You are now rocking with A.X.E.L Radio on VegasAllNightRadio.com. Me, I'm Nameless Music. For all your instrumental hip-hop fixes, go to SoundCloud.com/Nameless Music 4.0. We'll see you there. Peace.
slash your fucking face. I'd like to slash your motherfucking face apart. You don't know who I am. Is everybody in this town insane? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck the lot of you. Fuck you all. I don't need you. 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 I don't need
you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Taking it to V to the is A once again. Straight out of the 757. A.X.E.L Radio proudly presents Patrick Zombi Elektros of Elektrosniper and a member of the 757 Electronica Collective out of Hampton Roads, Virginia. So now, without further ado, here's Patrick Zombi Elektros on the next phase of the Industrial Revolution with your host.
Attention campers, arts and crafts has been canceled due to bad taste.
A.X.E.L.
February 20th, 2014. I would like to begin by wishing the man who raised me, Master Sergeant Scott Peebles, a happy birthday. And now welcome to episode 47. That was 3 words by opt-out from the 757 Electronica Collective in Southeast Virginia, Matt Muckler and Gabriel Perry, who is better known by many as Hindu Pez. Before that, Predator by Elektrosniper, also a member of 757 Electronica, and today's guest. As we start the 49th hour of my own show, we started it with Final Race by How Job. So today's guest, Patrick Zombi Elektros, a.k.a. Elektrosniper, though a member of 757 Electronica. He joins us live on the phone from San Diego, California. Hey, Patrick, what's the weather like in San Diego this evening?
Freaking beautiful, man. It's like 65 out right now, I guess.
Right on.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been,
no snow.
It's been in the 70s here as well. Now, you're originally from Argentina, you know, and tell us how your journey into the appreciation of sound took hold of your senses at an early age, you know, turning it into a fascination. What bands were your favorites growing up?
Oh, wow. Well, I was raised on the Beatles, Cat Stevens, and that kind of stuff. As far as any industrial, I didn't really hear any of that stuff until, like, the mid-90s, early 90s. There was the whole grunge phase that I did, like, in the first, you know, year or two of my high school. And then I heard, I think I'd heard 9 Inch Nails, but it didn't, the Off-Pretty Hate Machine, it didn't really faze me at the time. I liked it, but it wasn't something that struck me, you know what I mean? It didn't really listen, if you will, to that kind of stuff at that point in time. I was more into, I don't know, I mean, I'd just gotten really into Metallica. Most of my early years, like I said, were like, you know, the more classic style of rock and roll, if you will, and 70s, you know, that's what my parents listened to, so.
Right. No, I grew up on a lot of similar stuff, actually, when I was younger, and then, of course, Kraftwerk and whatnot. What initially got you interested in recording your own music, and how did that lead to a focus in electro-industrial?
Well, I actually, let's take a few steps back here. Back to the mid-90s, I was listening to the radio a lot at that point in time, and my wife and I caught a show by DJ Zoltar of DC. Right. I think it was on DC 101 at the time, or HFS, I can't remember. It was like at 12 to 2 in the morning.
Right.
And I started listening to bands, you know, like Lords of Acid, which a lot of people may not consider industrial, but to me that was at the time. And, you know, a lot of the industrial clubs do play a lot of the Lords of Acid now.
They were on tour with My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, so they were definitely affiliated with the genre for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's actually the next band I was going to name off. Thrill Kill Cult, you know, 13 Above the Night album. That's by far my favorite album of just about any album there is. It's got a lot of qualities that really struck to my chords. The first time I ever walked into an industrial club was actually as a fluke, because I used to go to Buzz in D.C. at what was the Capitol Ballroom, was
Capitol
Nation,
Ballroom,
no longer.
Nation. I used to go there as well. Nation was crazy, dude.
Yeah, so I walked in on a Saturday night just being like, okay, what the hell is going on tonight? And I walk into Download's Glassblower remix, and I was blown away. And it turned out that a friend of mine, now a friend of mine, at the time I didn't know him, Mark Hardware was playing at the time, and I guess it was Industrial Revolution at the Capitol Ballroom, I think it was what it was called. And I mean, just about everything he played after that was Skinny Puppy. I'm pretty sure Individual Totem was in there. Now, a lot of people are, you know, heavily influenced by Skinny Puppy, whereas my influences are more Frontline Assembly and Individual Totem and along those lines.
Frontline, right on.
So I give props to Skinny Puppy, but that's not the base to where I come from, if you know what I mean.
Okay, now I remember Nation, Capitol Ballroom, 930 Club. I actually saw Frontline Assembly and Bauhaus both at the 930 Club. Really, really great memories there. Back to the music from the 757 Electronica Volume 2, Money, Politics, Corruption, and Greed. Tell us about it and how it landed you a spot on the comp.
Well, I knew that the comp had come out the year before, or earlier that year, I guess. And I really liked what they'd done. I thought there was going to be something similar, so I was really kind of hoping to do remixes, which is kind of my thing. And I didn't quite answer your previous question, which comes from me getting into making music, was me DJing, getting tired of the same old mixes, adding my own samples and sounds, extending music, then eventually went into like just changing it around. And remixing was kind of my gateway. So once again, you know, remixes like, you know, and this, that, and the other, was what I wanted to do as far as, you know, hey, that'd be really freaking cool to, you know, remix Heretics in the Lab and stuff. You know, I talked to Tom about doing that a long time ago, and I don't think we ever actually got around to doing that. And that track, initially I had wanted to make that as a Power Noise version of reggaeton beats. Don't ask me why. That's what I had in my head when I started it. There is an alternate version that does have more of that sound to it. That's available on my Bandcamp page. All my stuff is free to download. Anyways, so then I just kind of started playing with more and more electro sounds as far as when I was making that track. And I've always wanted to get more into it, but I never really kind of exactly knew how to go about it. I mean, I played with MIDI before, but not to the extent where I did to get the sound on this track, if you know what I mean. Right.
Well, actually, I was going to ask you a question about with the inspiration of your remixes coming up after the music here. So we're going to go ahead and get to MPCG by Elektrosniper on the next phase of the Industrial Revolution.
I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crying in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Real good.
burn the place to the ground. And Democrats, with all due respect, who want to offer a plan that gets it through the end of their second term of the presidency and then screws me and my kids. Open them and stick your head out and yell, I'm as bad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
You're listening to the next phase of the Industrial Revolution.
This is my rifle. It is my life.
Rolling, man.
The Elektrosniper remix of This Is My Rifle by Combi Christ. Now, yeah, that's cool. You know, now you've done quite a few remixes. And you know, that one right there, that was that kind of just gives a flow of, like, you know, what you can do as far as, for sure. And just, you know, you basically, it was almost like, wait a minute, that was my next question, because you started elaborating. You said, I didn't answer your last question. No, you started answering my next question, actually. So so we're flowing right. And so your body of work contains quite a bit. What inspired you to do a remix, selecting various songs from different genres even, then lock and loading them with that Elektrosniper touch? You basically started answering that already, but go ahead and continue.
Well, I mean, if you were talking about various different genres within the industrial goth scene, it's because I started as a DJ. I think a lot of the DJs are involved in music nowadays, or at least want to be, or if they aren't already, they will be or will want to be. I think it's part of your bloodstream. It's in
your bloodline.
If you like the sound, it's in your bloodline. If you like the sound, you're going to want to get involved, not just to play somebody else's music, but maybe to modify it, and if not, to begin making your own. A lot of the remixes, the earlier ones, were severely influenced by my love of Terrafact. I've seen him live a few times. We actually hosted him with E-Craft down in Norfolk. Jesus, I don't remember. 2001 maybe. And I'd heard the first album, but after seeing them live, it really, got me to want to do more of that power noise, rhythmic noise. What I ended up coming out with was what I called not rhythmic noise, but rhythmic industrial beats, because as much noise as I wanted to put in there, it just never seemed to come out the way I wanted to. It always went more towards beat-heavy sounds, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And in its own way, I guess you could say the evolution towards adding electro into it was just, waiting and coming. I still want to do more industrial, like hardcore industrial rhythmic noise.
Right.
Freaking like Asha. I mean, I freaking love his stuff. I mean, it's just amazing. He can go from like soft to hard like in 3 seconds, and it completely melded perfectly,
Right on. Do you have any plans for any Elektrosniper LP in the near future?
I actually just released a 4-track, I guess you call it an EP.
EP, yeah, 4 would be 4 or 5.
Yeah, on Bandcamp. If you go to Bandcamp, just look for Elektrosniper. It's not hard to find. I also put a bunch of remixes up there for download, as well as a little compilation. And that one,
Is that a cat?
That one, the what?
What is that in the background?
I don't know. I'm at a park.
Okay.
It's probably like some kid talking. Yeah, there's a kid way over there. I figured to do this outside of the house where noises can happen in odd places, but whatever. But a lot of the music that I try to do never quite comes out the way I want it to. It just kind of forms itself in its own in some other image. And I actually got to thank a friend of mine. I guess this is a shout out to Gregory Alarcon, who's also been involved with Fatal Rupture and Serenity Psychosis recently. He's actually been a great help in me actually developing as far as remixing, and not just remixing, but actually music production period. He actually kind of instructed, not super bunch of stuff, but a lot of stuff that I just wasn't getting, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And, he's given me 5 or 6 of his remix kits to work on, and over the years, and, guy couldn't be great, better guy anyways, but I mean, he's amazing help, and he's got super bunch of knowledge, and he can actually, he was like, talking to me not too long about doing live shows, and I'm like, well, I've never done live shows. I'm like, I work off FL Studio, which, I used to joke about back in the day, but, bands like, I can't remember that guy. You know, some bands have come out that have actually started working off of FL Studio and then gone on to other programs like, Pro Logic and whatever.
Right. It depends on what kind of computer setup you have. If you have a full studio, generally something like Pro Tools might be more efficient if you have a different synth setup with it and whatnot. We're going to go ahead and get back to the music. Another remix by Elektrosniper. This is a version of Bad Romance by Lady Gaga that has the same underlying qualities as the Material Girl Madonna cover by KMFDM, only this is a straight remix on the next phase of the Industrial Revolution.
Industrial Revolution, brought to you by Exquisite Underground Media. From East Russia to the Bobby Mid-Atlantic of the USA, we're taking over.
Switching it up, that was a Terrafact remixing Spirituality by Elektrosniper. So one of your favorite bands doing a song for you. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, he actually got me two versions of that, which is fucking phenomenal.
Right on. Now I look forward to working on the Soylent Blue album with you when I start getting on with that. And is there anything that you would like to add so we can thoroughly close out the interview?
Oh yeah. Okay. First off, I want to say thanks to everybody who's ever supported me in any way, shape, or form. I mean, because if my wife wouldn't put up with my shit, I don't think I'd ever even get into it as much as I do. All my friends out in Baltimore, fucking Jose, Nesca, all of them. Oh cripes, Red as Ever. the singer is like one of my favorite, well, not just one of my favorite friends, but one of the good friends from back in the day, when I was still going up to Baltimore all the time. Mark Hardware does Club Renoise Radio, so if you guys like paranoid and rhythmic noise and all that stuff, clubrenoise.com with a Z, buddy. I don't know. Oh yeah, Rick Nava from Era, best guy in the world. He's fucking phenomenal. He's actually also been a really big help, and actually, much like you and me working on that album, I've actually been talking to him about working on something with him together.
Right on.
We're still in the process of getting that set up, and it looks like he's going to be doing most of the mixing and programming. What I'm going to be doing is most of the secondary programming. I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but yeah, it's been in the works for a while. But you know,
well, on the Soylent Blue, you're going to be doing all of the programming, and I'm just going to be doing vocals, kind of like Jay-Z. But that is how we do.
Very nice.
Now,
can't wait to work with you on that because you know.
I'm looking forward to it as well. And thanks for being on my show. It was definitely an honor.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now back to the music from Melbourne, Australia, a previous guest, Forces with Overland in My Mind, on the next phase of the Industrial Revolution. Gradually. I would like to thank Patrick Zombi Elektros for being my guest today. Next week, episode 48 will be my 50th hour on the air, and I will honor the occasion in the highest regard of class. You know, my Russian is terrible, forgive me. Since I'm going to mispronounce the city, here is a pronunciation I found on YouTube. Check it out.
Krasnoyarsk. Krasnoyarsk. Krasnoyarsk.
So yeah, for my 50th hour on the air, I'm going to cross my arse into Siberia.
You are now rocking with A.X.E.L Radio on VegasAllNetRadio.com. I'm Nameless Music. For all your hip-hop instrumental fixes, go to SoundCloud.com/Nameless Music 4.0. We'll get you straight. See you soon.
That's my boy right there. Now let's boogie down. Kino, I'm out.
Views and opinions expressed on this program were those of the hosts and guests and did not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.